Welcome back, everyone. If you're new here, welcome. We mainly talk about the Second Amendment here, but ultimately, we talk about anything pro-old school America. Notice how I'm not saying America, because right now our America is a disgrace. And it's a disgrace because the people who are running it want to turn it into this fairyland that our ancestors would want no part of. And unfortunately, it's our job to bring it back to old school America. Now, I've been reading y'all's comments on the past couple of videos. Absolutely love it. Y'all are complete savages, and I want to know why you think Biden is planning what I'm about to talk about here. So once I get done talking about this, comment your opinion. It's pretty obvious to me, but there is an article, and I'm going to read this. There's a federal memorandum directing Alaska forces to prepare 2 LUH-72 Lakota helicopters and 20 guardsmen to potentially be deployed in early 2025. And this has been issued by the Biden administration. Why? Somebody seriously explain this to me in the comments. Why is Biden going to the Alaska Guard and saying, hey, look, I'd appreciate it if you sent 2 helicopters down there as well as 20 guardsmen. Now, those numbers are probably wrong, to be honest with you. What are 20 dudes gonna do? Up against everybody in Texas, up against the Texas Guard, up against anyone else who's involved right now. What are they gonna do? They're gonna say, hey, we're from the Alaska Guard per Joe Biden, and we've been sent here to make sure everything's in check, so you guys better shape up. No, I'm gonna tell you how this is probably gonna go. One of us in Texas is gonna walk up to him and say, hey, look, would you like a bowl of chili? How was your day? Okay, great. If you're trying to stop us from doing anything here, eat your chili and then we'll handle business. It's just a little bit goofy, but here's the weird part that I see is, I've said this in a past video, why is everything happening at the border now? Why all of a sudden is Governor Abbott like, okay, right now we're going to stage or do this whole thing in Texas because the border problem has gotten so bad? Dude, it's been bad for years. Here's the other question that needs to be brought up. Why in 2025? Why would Joe Biden not send them there now if they're trying to start some shit, right? I mean, Texas is not giving in. The people involved with it aren't giving in. No matter what the timeline is, they're not giving in. So why wouldn't you send them now if you're trying to have a little bit of resistance? And why the Alaska Guard? Why not just send the military in? Oh, that's right, because they're busy helping Ukraine, Israel, and whoever else right now. They're essentially being consultants for other countries. Hey, well, you shouldn't bomb them here, you should bomb them here. And, well, I mean, the Palestinians, you got to do this to them. And Ukraine, you got to, I don't know, make sure Putin doesn't do another interview with Tucker. So how many people have ever gotten a robocall or just a call from someone who somehow has your information? I sure as hell have. That's because your personal data is being sold online by brokers. So that being said, a huge thank you to Delete Me for sponsoring today's video. Delete Me works pretty simply. Their system scours the internet for your personal information and it makes opt-out requests on your behalf. That way your personal information isn't just out there for everybody to get. Now, I have a cool story about this. Before I even knew about Delete Me, I hired somebody professionally to do this for me. So when I tried Delete Me, I was thinking, okay, well, they're not gonna find anything because I've already had this done. I guessed wrong. This is my first report that came in. My information was on 95 data broker sites, and they found 26 data brokers with my info, and they reviewed 2,421 listings. Now, someone else who uses this, your numbers are going to be through the roof if you have never had someone do this before, because look at all of these websites that carry that information. So Delete Me is giving you 20% off when you use my link and code, Heavy Duty. It's already affordable, but especially with the 20% off, it's a hell of a deal. So go get your information removed from the internet, get your privacy back, and join Delete Me. Let me tell you what I think this is. I think this is Biden planning something in 2025. Either martial law, meaning all this stuff that's happening right now is pointing to really one direction. And it's that everything's gonna get out of control. People are gonna get pissed. They may federalize the National Guard in Texas. And things are going to get so bad down there that he's going to declare martial law. And then there's no election until that's done with. So I want to know in the comments what y'all think he's planning here. Because to me, it's pretty obvious. You want people to just walk through the border. You don't want equality for America. You don't want a diverse population in America. You just don't want America to continue. Look at all these people who are globalists. The World Economic Forum. You know that Joe Biden's on his knees for that Schwab guy. What a prick that guy is. My God. Have you heard this guy talk? Their plan is wide open. They want a world government, and they want everybody to rent everything and not own anything, and the government will hand you stuff and say, okay, this is what you get, tough shit, goodbye. We live in America and we are proud to be Americans because we are free. We are free to do what we want, and whether it's a good or a bad thing, we accept the success and the consequences. So we don't need someone to hold our hand and say, okay, well, we'll just have a globalist world. We'll have one government. Fuck America. Get rid of it. And as far as the Second Amendment goes, what do you think would happen if we had one world government? America no more under this one World Economic Forum BS. Well, I can tell you that our Second Amendment would be no more. I don't know how they would collect all the guns and nobody would give them up. I mean, just look at Chicago and what's happening with their assault weapons ban. That worked out really good for you guys, huh? But they would get rid of our Second Amendment under this BS. It's pretty interesting stuff, but it really kind of boggles my mind that they're already preparing for something in 2025.